It is my pleasure to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Cincinnati State, and along with that, the 50th anniversary of co-op. Cincinnati State is a co-op institution. We were founded on co-op. It's part of our legacy, and it's part of the great things that we do.
When we first started, we had somewhat around 118 students in our very first 1966 class. 3 years later, it became so popular, we were up to, the enrollment increased fivefold. So at the last minute, a few guys, the founders, the true founders, came up with a grand plan of having the state of Ohio buy the property here, which amounted to right around 500,000 square feet, 40 acres. And if we could get the charter, then they would buy the building for $12 million.
When the Cooperative Education Hall of Fame was established on the campus of the University of Cincinnati, the first two colleges inducted into that were Georgia Tech, which was actually the second co-op program that was established at a four-year institution, and Cincinnati State was the first two-year college to be inducted into that. I was fortunate enough to work with the founders and the pioneers of the college, but all of the hard work that the faculty and the college administration and people have put in to make this program continue and to survive. I think that the co-op program has afforded many students opportunities they probably would have never had they not had the advantage of having work experience combined with a really solid academic program.
When the enrollment jumped the way it did, when the co-op jobs were plentiful, we were starting to fill up too fast. We found out that there was a lot of people actually working full-time during the day that now found a way of actually getting some technical degrees at night. One of the great benefits is when they went to school, the company paid for their tuition.
We are a co-op institution. We work hard to make sure we have the relationships with the community, with employers, to continue to build and expand co-op. Cincinnati State truly is a co-op institution. So we're committed at Cincinnati State to providing the support that students need, but also providing the work experience that's truly aligned with their academic programs.
Cincinnati State has a co-op program, almost to me invented the co-op program. You know, something you learned in school you would see in the field, and you would actually get to apply what you learned in school in the field or in the company doing things. So the co-op experience, it kind of gives you an edge over others because you've got that hands-on experience and you've done something.
I am a former co-op and graduate of Cincinnati State, and was a co-op student and was hired on full-time and have been here ever since. And my role has evolved, of course, over the time, but I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The biggest takeaway as a co-op, the first thing is the hands-on experience. The second thing is also confidence. And then the third thing is also to know if I'm on the right track.
Although I learn a lot in class, it's really an entirely different experience to be doing something, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, rather than just spending a few hours on it in class. A lot of the tools that I use in co-op are the same exact tools that I'd use in my class experience, and it really kind of, cemented all that I'd learned in my lab experience.
I started out as a co-op from Cincinnati State in 1984. I've been there 35 years. I came in as a co-op, went into the technician role, and now my role is a facilities technical leader. So all of that started with my 2-year degree down here at Cincinnati State.
Students who go through cooperative education programs do much stronger in the workplace, and their careers advance much more rapidly. It's a partnership between the student, the college, and employers. And without that three-legged stool, cooperative education couldn't survive or be effective.
At Cincinnati State, we recently completed an economic impact study. The annual impact of our college on the community is over $600 million. 85% of our graduates stay and work in the area.
Cincinnati State is it when it comes to horticulture in Cincinnati. It's really the only horticulture program around, so we don't have a whole lot of options for different places we can go for co-ops. But it can't be one or the other, it really needs to be both. And that's the big advantage for the co-ops. They're going to school, they're coming, they're working for me. The package, they learn everything.
So a lot of what we're looking for in a student or co-op when they come in is leadership, flexibility, innovation. Can they come in and make a process better? So they get to spend several weeks training with someone that is actually doing the job. It is not coming in and doing, papers and running papers and filing stuff like that, grabbing coffee. You're actually trained to do the job that you're going to be doing maybe potentially full-time after you graduate. I would say we bring in 15 to 18 students a session. I think last year you guys had a record year of, 10. We had like 10 in one session from you guys, which is huge. So it just goes to show that, of all the schools in the area that we work with, you guys are really, sending great students in and great candidates. Because you guys have a great program, you have a great curriculum, and it's helping us in the long run, like I said, giving us quality candidates, quality full-time employees at the end.
There are the similar benefits to that the student receives that the company receives. You're making a decision on a very short period of time with them, but with the co-op student, they're here on the job. We get to see who they really are once they're here versus the best side of somebody who came in for the interview. We get to see if it's a cultural fit. We get to see if they have the technical and the practical, the soft skills, those types of things that we're looking for them to be successful here.
On the team at GE, I was brought in as a technical expert to ask questions of the students as to what their technical capabilities are. And that's been very rewarding because we've been very successful with students from Cincinnati State. What I think the benefit is that we get people working and we get them a great experience. They get good hands-on experience at General Electric. And even if we don't hire them, they can then take that experience and go elsewhere. This is the only school we come to for technicians, specialist roles. So this is our school for technicians.
The employers in this community have partnered and relied on Cincinnati State to have a stream of talent coming out to help them grow and sustain their businesses.
To think that you had started something 50 years ago that is now flourishing, that gives me great gratification that we've grown so much.
So we have a great future built upon our 50 years of legacy and experience and expertise, and we look forward to even more. At Cincinnati State, we're committed to scaling up the work of co-op education. We're scaling up our support for employers. We know that we have a great past, a legacy of expertise and commitment to experiential learning. And now we're so excited to continue that work, to build up co-op even more, to work with our employers and the team at Cincinnati State.